Hi everyone! Today I'm going to talk about my experience with long COVID and the things that helped me get better. So I will start at the beginning. I got COVID at the end of December and I had it for about a month. At the end of January, my doctor told me that I don't have the virus anymore and I don't have to be isolated. But I still felt terrible. My condition was much worse than it was prior to getting COVID. I had extreme mental and physical fatigue. I developed exertion intolerance, which means I couldn't tolerate even the mildest form of physical activity. Even after a 5-minute walk, I experienced a strong flare-up of my symptoms that lasted for several days. I also had orthostatic intolerance, which means I couldn't be in a vertical position throughout the day. I had to lie down every 2 hours or so. I also had muscle pain, constant brain fog, heart palpitations and dizziness. It lasted for 2 months with almost no improvement. I only really started to make progress a couple of weeks ago after implemented some changes, and I'm so happy and excited to say that the progress is significant. I can actually do things now, I can actually be somewhat productive, and I can even exercise a little bit without a crash afterwards. I'm still not where I was prior to COVID, but I hope I'll get there. So, during these several months I tried so many different things. To save you some time, I'm not going to talk about what didn't help me, I'm just going to focus on what did help. First of all, NSAIDs, or non-steroidal anti-inflammatory medications. I definitely noticed that the more I take them, the better I feel. Sometimes after the infection, our immune system doesn't come down, and it causes too much inflammation, fatigue and brain fog. And anti-inflammatories help with that. It's a good idea to discuss the use of NSAIDs with your doctor just to be safe. I personally take celecoxib and it works fine. It diminishes the brain fog and gives me more energy. Second thing that I want to talk about is meditation, and this is very important because meditation is the only thing in this world that I know of that can noticeably help me with post-COVID exertion intolerance. The meditation needs to be deep and long, at least 40 minutes. Sometimes I meditate for even longer than that. I meditate first thing in the morning. I just sit still, focus on my breath and try not to think. And whenever I catch myself thinking, I just return to my breath calmly and peacefully. I noticed that 20-minute meditation just wasn't effective enough for me, so I recommend to do this for at least 40 minutes or longer. I started doing it about 10 days ago and the progress has been remarkable. I can actually get some things done during the day without a crash, and I don't feel like I need to lie down every couple of hours. And my sleep quality also improved. Now let's talk diet. I've been eating healthy for a long time, but still after COVID I realized that I need to make some changes. So before COVID I could drink a cup of coffee in the morning. I could drink a glass of wine sometimes without any negative consequences. But after COVID, I realized that I cannot tolerate these things anymore. Not only they don't bring me any pleasure, but they cause a flare-up of my symptoms. So these things had to go, and I also don't need sugar. So no caffeine, no alcohol, no sugar. It's not fun, it's not pleasant, but it's important. The next thing I want to talk about is pacing. It means don't push yourself when it comes to mental and physical activity. You should only do the things that you can tolerate without a crash and increase the activity very slowly every week. It's tough for me because I like to push myself, it's who I am. But to defeat long COVID, I had to stop myself from doing that. Because it's not gonna get me anywhere. It's only going to make me feel worse. And lastly, I want to talk about the right kind of mental attitude to this situation. Because it matters. We do have a mind-body connection. what we think affects how we feel. I was very, very upset and disappointed in the beginning, but eventually I've accepted my new reality, and I always try to find things to be grateful for. I'm grateful that I didn't die from this like so many other people did. I'm grateful that I'm making progress. I try not to take these things for granted. The right attitude is going to serve my recovery much better than being stuck in the pool of self-pity. I'm staying hopeful, and I will definitely keep fighting. That's it. Leave your comments below, like, subscribe, and thank you for watching.